Hey guys, welcome back. I'm losing my voice a little bit. The weather is constantly changing from 70 degrees to literally 30 degrees here in Illinois, which is really frustrating, and my voice is apparently lacking because of it. February February was quite a month. Wow. I'm shocked with how much I got done. It was let me hold up this stack for you. Take a look at this. It was obviously, as you can see, a very Throne of Glass filled month. I'm not going to talk too much about each of those books because I'm doing another video on them of just me talking about the whole series. Once I'm done with it, I'm currently just started the last book, Kingdom of Ash. So once I finish that video will hopefully be done and filmed and ready to upload, so you guys can see that as well. But to share all of these pleasant books with you guys. Anyways, first book, Crown of Midnight. Second, technically, in the series of Throne of Glass. I gave it 5 stars. Sorry, I'm looking at my little review things on my computer and everything, so keep not looking. Yeah, I gave it 5 stars. I said, Sarah J. Maas does it again with the second book being better than the first in another series she wrote. This is relating to A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury, where the second book was better than the first one in my opinion. I couldn't even tell you why. It's just like had me there the whole time. I read it in the span of 3 days. So I think that tells you a lot about how into the book I was, because that was insane. So when I read, I get theories, right? I feel like you can tell just by reading like enough of the book and seeing how the characters act in them and judge. So I had a theory, and I said I saw the ending coming, just how much she avoided the topic or got so upset about it. I don't want to have any spoilers in here. I said she's also so different compared to the others, you had to suspect something about it. Like, you couldn't just not. Definitely better than the first one. Fantastic read. I think like I was so in the series because of that book, like because of Crown of Midnight, because I did not want to stop the series after that, and I was really sad because the next book I read was The Assassin's Blade, which is technically the prequel of the series, but Sarah J. Maas said to read it Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, then The Assassin's Blade, and then continue the rest of the series. So I did it that way. Finished this one in 2 days. Kind of just bulldozed through it because I wanted to get back to the storyline. But 4 stars for me, just because I'm not a prequel person, but I do understand why it's important to read it. But yeah. Next, Heir of Fire. 5 stars. Yeah, again. Does not miss. Literally does not miss. It started, and there was a 3rd plot line with the witches. I feel like it's not really a spoiler, like you're gonna end up knowing there's witches. I don't know. A lot of interweaving plots all going on and all leading up to the same thing. It's so crazy because I don't know how she thinks that way, where so many things can just go to one place. But I understand she wrote it as a setup for the next couple of books, and that's why she included it. But it did throw me off a bit. I will say I enjoy Rowan and Selena's friendship, and I want to finish this. I am just excited to keep reading the series. That's how I finished this little thing I wrote. Obviously, you can tell I literally do not care enough to write anything else. I just wanted to keep reading, which I did. I then read Queen of Shadows, which I gave 5 stars. Yeah, again. And yeah, I love how the books get consistently longer the farther you go into the series. But I will say, it's a really good book. I said, oh my god, this is so funny. I said I'm shocked, but also not shocked at all. I kind of saw some of this stuff coming. The stuff with the king and Dorian was so crazy. Also, there's no way Dorian doesn't go crazy. And then I said, I predict that the witches are going to switch sides. At least I hope. I feel like I can, like, see the future. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything else after that. But fantastic, fantastic book. I think if I were to pick one rest in the series, it's gonna be Queen of Shadows. That was literally my favorite book of February. Like, I just enjoyed it so much. So, yeah. Next book I read, I kind of took a break from the series. I felt like I was plowing through it too quickly, and I needed something to, like, refresh my memory, refresh my brain, and just, like, take a breather from how intense and crazy the books are. So I read a thriller. I read Secrets Never Die by Vincent Ralph. I love thrillers. It's literally one of my favorite things. I can finish them so fast. I finished this in 2 days. It's literally the 16th to the 17th of February. I only gave it 3 stars just because I don't even know. It's just like, it was fine. It wasn't like amazing in any way, and I've read better ones, I do think, but I do think if you're getting into thrillers, it's a good book to start at. I did say I usually predict the endings really well. I didn't predict this one because it was kind of out there, but I said if you're branching into this genre of thriller, then this is a stepping stone, but there is better out there. But if you are just getting to thriller from any other genre, then I would definitely start with this one because it's really a quick read, it's easy, it's not that scary and intense as other thrillers have been in the past that I've read, so I think it's definitely a starting point for a lot of people. Now, I'm mad at myself. I am mad at myself. I went back to the Throne of Glass series and I read Empire of Storms. What I didn't realize while I was reading Empire of Storms was that this is a tandem read, and I thought Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash were the tandem read, and I was in fact wrong. So I finished this whole book and then realized, oh, this is a tandem read. And I hate myself for it so much. This book alone, though, fantastic. 5 stars. Loved it. So I'm looking at what I wrote. I said I was mad at the ending, like really mad. And then I said, I'm scared to read the next one, like so fucking scared. Sorry for my language. I'm so worried. Then I wrote this, didn't realize, I said that after that, I said, totally didn't realize this was a tandem read until I finished the book, but oh well. Oh freaking well. 5 stars. However, Tower of Dawn. I understood reading this one why it was a tandem read. Let's put it that way. I only gave it 3 stars. Reading it alone was definitely not the right option for me. I found it quite boring. I found it hard to read, if I'm being completely honest. I skimmed through it. Not that I have anything against Chaw and I don't even remember her name. Not that I have anything against like this side of the story. I just was not as interested. I feel like it didn't really have as much as the other ones did. I just feel like, yeah, the other ones were more intense and more action packed, and this one was really not, and this was just a lot of. Then the next book I read was The Graham Effect. I gave it 4 stars. Again, in my other video, I said I was branching into romance. This is definitely branching into romance. I was seeing it all over TikTok, and just, I feel like there was that audio, there was a book talk audio that was like quoting some of it, and it was just like, I was like, okay, this is interesting, I have to read it. So I did. Definitely a whirlwind of a book. Yeah. The ending was shocking. I kind of didn't like the ending, if I'm honest. Why did that have to happen? I don't think it had, like, I think it could have ended in so many other different ways that would have been better for the storyline, and it just didn't. Which made me really frustrated. But it's not my book, so, and I really enjoyed the rest of it. I enjoyed the rest of the book. It was just the ending that I didn't agree with at all. But, you know, happens. Not gonna agree with every single book I read. Lastly, I read an ebook on my iPad. I read The Deal by, I believe, Elle Kennedy. I only gave it 3 stars. It's a quick read, that is for sure, because I read literally half of it in like one sitting. But I do think as like a starting into romance, this is a good one, but it does make me like, it wasn't that spicy. It was spicy. It wasn't that spicy. But it does make me concerned for like really spicy books, because I'm kind of scared of them, and like that's not something I'm into. But I guess we'll see. And I literally am looking at my bookshelf right now, and I have nothing really crazy in the romance department. So it looks like I will have to go get one, because I think I'm gonna try to do at least once a month of like one romance book a month, and then eventually I'll probably do a video on like all the romance books I read. But sorry, that was my dog. But yeah, and then I'm excited for the next couple books for next month. I have Kingdom of Ash on there. I have the second book. I know everyone's going crazy right now with If Only I Had Told Her. It's the second book, If He Had Been With Me. I heard that last year. Didn't cry, but everyone's reaction to this one is making it seem like I'm gonna cry. So it says, if only I had told her, and I am going to go out and get it. This is literally my TBR for March. So I have Kingdom of Ash, which I already started, the third book in the Percy Jackson series, The Titan's Curse. I have If Only I Had Told Her, thriller for Sly Wings, and then I had started Prince Harry's Spare. Can you hear my dog? She's literally walking under me. I had started Prince Harry's Spare while I was at school, and I kind of got bored of it, so my goal is to finish that this month. And then lastly, One of Us is Back, which is the third in the One of Us is Blind series, and I read those first 2 books a long time ago, and I think reading this third one, I'm gonna have to go back and reread the first 2, because I don't remember them quite as well. But I do want to say the TV show version of it is actually pretty good. If anyone, I don't know, I don't remember what platform, Peacock? I think it's on Peacock. But if you love the books, thanks for watching. I have to go let my dog out before she starts barking at me. But yeah, I'll see you in a month when I finish the next round of books, and probably sooner when I have other videos coming out. If you like this video, please like and maybe subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.